Hello salsa DJs and collectors, this is DJ ARA again, coming to you from my home in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. In this edition I want to recommend what I consider to be very good salsa productions from the 1990s. Okay, before I go into them, just quickly, if you're collecting salsa, you're building your base as a SALSA-DURA DJ, I believe your main focus should be towards the salsa from the 1970s, yeah, the classic salsa, and the 60s, but you know what I mean, and early to mid 80s. That era should be form the base of your collection as a salsa DJ. This is kind of a Cali, Colombia school of thought, but Cali, Colombia is regarded as the world salsa capital, so people should pay attention to what the approach there is. Okay, but once you have a good base, then you can go up to build yourself up into other areas of salsa. I'm gonna make a video about this one, just for collectors, yeah, as regards to DJs who collect salsa. But anyway, today I'm gonna delve into some of the good albums produced in the 1990s, 4 of them, and it's gonna be a mixture. I usually recommend vinyls, but if you got CDs, if you play CDs, then I'm gonna recommend 2 vinyls and 2 CDs, and the CDs came out on vinyl as well. So if you're a vinyl collector, you can get them on vinyl as well. Okay, so let's start with a very important artist. This is Tito Puente. Yep, his 100th production from 1991 called The Mambo King, and it says 100, just as you can see there, the LP there, 100th LP, reputedly. I believe he made more than that by that time, okay? There's some discussion about how many records Tito Puente recorded. Anyway, this album is jam-packed with great stuff, and it has guest musicians, guest singers actually, such as Oscar de Leon, Celia Cruz, with whom Tito Puente had a history of recordings. Santos Colon, one of his earlier singers, was on this album as well. And his cousin Mili Puentes, Mili P, known as Mili P, recorded a track on this. Then we had Tony Vega, Jose Alberto El Canario, Tito Nieves, Ismael Miranda. They were all on this album. So this is not just famous names on it, fantastic salsa on this, okay? I would suggest you get your hands on this. I used to have the vinyl, but it got lost. I've been traveling a lot in my life, moving, not so much traveling, but moving, and I've lost a lot of good records, yeah? I had this on vinyl, and it's gone. I might get it one day. Anyway, I have this, the CD, and I have it in my computer, so I always come back to this album, okay? 1991. Important recording, okay? Next one, we just mentioned her. That's, well, I'll talk about it. Celia Cruz, she recorded an album as a tribute to Ismael Rivera. And Ismael Rivera, of course, was known as the Sonero Mayor, El Brujo de Borinquen. He had his nicknames, one of the top ever salsa singers from Puerto Rico. So Celia Cruz recorded this album. Yeah, that's it, 1992. Okay, that's the album. So she's had this music, kind of Ismael Rivera songs, her version, okay? And there's some great arrangers on this one, principally Luis Ramirez, the late Luis Ramirez, and Jose Febles, among the others who took care of the arrangements of the music. This one, again, if you're a salsa DJ, I suggest to have the original versions of these, the versions by Ismael Rivera with the various bands he worked with in his life, and then get something like this, okay? All right, that's my advice. Have the originals, because if you're playing for a really hardcore crowd, they're gonna ask you for the original Ismael Rivera version. But on the same token, if you played a couple of Ismael Rivera tracks during the night, and it's a very good night, you can throw in one of these, because Celia Cruz is not just anyone, okay? So, important. And the album is called Tributo a Ismael Rivera, Tribute to Ismael Rivera. Highly recommended to have as a coloring tool in your collection. All right, that's that. Now, another very, very nice album by Melcochita. Melcochita, Peruvian singer, comedian, and so on, multi-talented, but he's made some fantastic salsa music, yeah. Going back to the older days, but this is from the 1990s. This cover, it came out on vinyl too, but I have the CD. This one I never had the vinyl, okay. And of course, it says El Retorno de Melcochita. Obviously, he was away, and called Libertad, okay. This is from 1993. Musical production on this one is by Isidro Infante and piano, who participates there. Also, Jose Manuel Jr. participates on this recording, and it's all through, it's good music, okay? If you're a salsa DJ, get your hands on that, okay? This should be one of the references of 1990s salsa, good salsa. Okay, now, one of my favorite vocalists of today, Yuri Buenaventura. Yuri Buenaventura is Colombian, but he lives between Cali and Paris, France. And he recorded this one in 1996. Okay, whoop, put this way. Get the camera angle right, yeah. Herencia Africana. In my humble opinion, this is his best production, but I recommend you get all of his productions, okay? Because it's very intelligent music. Yuri Buenaventura, I met him. He's a very spiritual person, very intelligent. His music is very intelligent. This was recorded by included musicians from Grupo Nietzsche, Galé, and so on. Some of the top orchestras in Colombia participate on this recording. And it's good all through, okay? Now, it's worth mentioning, the vinyl on this one is difficult to find, okay? I have it, this was, by the way, signed by Yuri Buenaventura for me, so that's even more difficult to find. And I have it on good authority, and that's Yuri Buenaventura himself, that he doesn't have it on vinyl, okay? So you'll find it, you'll be able to find this one on vinyl. It's worth mentioning that this album came out, of course, on CD as well, and then it came out again with a couple extra tracks on it, okay? I got that CD somewhere. I couldn't find it to show it to you today. I got a big mess in my collection right now, and I'll be hopefully moving from here soon, so then wherever I go, I may be able to organize my music better. So the other one is called Herencia Africana as well, but the cover is different. It's Yuri Buenaventura's picture there, and it includes a couple of extra tracks there as well. I believe 3, if memory serves me correctly. So if you can get that one on CD, get that one. To my knowledge, that one was not released on vinyl, okay? But this one I recommend. You want to have good Colombian salsa in your collection, I would get my hands on it. And if you ever have Yuri Buenaventura doing a live show, catch his orchestra, okay? Watch him. All right, that's it for me. I'll be back at another video soon. I have great DJing, buy good music, listen to good music, try to listen to a lot of good music, not just salsa. My advice, if you're into good salsa, remember salsa is made up of jazz and other influences. So try to delve into them as well. Build your listening abilities. Okay? All the best, and I will see you soon. Happy DJing.